promise it gets better from here. Good afternoon. My name is David Smydra. I'm the head of news product experience at Google. In thinking about one pressing issue that our industry has faced, I think it's true that we've been facing a number of pressing issues all simultaneously for a number of years. And I think the simultaneity of that and how these pressures are core to what news organizations are trying to do, I want to speak more to that because we all know the list from attending journalism conferences, ONA included, and many others, from working in news organizations, all these pressing issues around press freedom, earning the trust of users, building engagement with our audience, revenue models, aligning editorial and product. I could stop at 5, but I mean, we could go on. I mean, it's all of these things together are challenging, and I don't want to diminish any of them by kind of creating that list. But I don't think we have a chance as an industry at solving most of them or all of them if we don't focus on the culture that we're building in our news organizations. And I think that's been the key thing that I've been really proud to see ONA help with, and that I think is just going to be essential to ONA's success and also the industry's success. Because we've seen this story play out at so many organizations where, again, that simultaneity of these different pressures, revenue declines, audience declines, there's layoffs, those things press upon the cultural health of organizations. And when that healthy culture goes out the door, then any hope of solving the really hard problems often goes with it. So, and if you're trying to start a new news organization, a journalism startup, you know that these questions around what is the culture of our decision making, how do our leaders set the tone, how does our staff hold itself accountable with high standards, these are just core to any organization's viability as they're trying to get off the ground, in addition to legacy organizations. So I think there's good news, as I mentioned earlier, that ONA, I think, the key to its success in the industry has been, it has embodied through a lot of hard work and a lot of effort over the years, how to build a healthy organizational culture for itself, and then how to kind of disseminate that and teach other news organizations throughout the industry how to do that as well. And so I think the list of programs that ONA has done through experimentation, through revision, to kind of really focus on that has played out well. So taking kind of more of a personal tack, I've tried to, it was funny, I was listening to Charo describe the experience of coming to the first ONA. I just had that similar experience. I'm sure I'm not alone in that, where it's like, oh, this is where the people are. And this is where all these conversations I've been waiting to have, I can finally have them. So from that initial ONA experience, I've tried to pitch in as much as I can and learn about how ONA builds its culture and tries to help organizations. I've been a co-chair for the ONA 15 conference along with Robert Hernandez in LA in 2015. I was a 3-year co-chair of the Online Journalism Awards. I think it is incredibly important that, again, to our culture, that we understand kind of how we celebrate our wins and how we hold high standards for ourselves as an industry, and I think the OJAs have been critical to that. I've been on the board for 4 years. I'm currently the board treasurer. I've had the privilege and the honor to contribute to our strategic discussions from a financial perspective. How can we have a healthy organization financially for years to come? I try to write recommendations for any of my peers or colleagues who are applying to different ONA fellowships and programs, and that's one of my favorite ways to contribute to ONA's community. And I will do as many of these things as I possibly can, regardless of the board election outcome, but I would be thrilled, absolutely thrilled and honored to serve for another 2 years. And it's just been a kick to see, going last, I get to say this, a kick to see everyone's presentations and comments, because I feel like every year the slate, it's a testament to ONA's strength. The slate of candidates is so strong, and everyone's investment in ONA is so clear. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you. Thank you. Bring it on. Wait, that's a movie title. I was actually just
bring it up.
Yeah.
No. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Oh, Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry.
My dad is going to be so pleased when I tell him this.
Yeah, my dad is too, because he's going to say, "You told a 6'4" person." All right, David, you work for Google News, and that gives you a unique perspective on the industry. What do you think ONA needs to do to help the journalism industry in its relationship to tech giants like Google?
Great question. Before joining Google, I worked as a local reporter, worked as a freelancer, and then I joined Google and then found ONA. So that was kind of my succession. So I consider myself a journalist first, and I happen to work for news products at a tech platform. One of the things that I've appreciated with kind of one foot in both territories is that ONA does not hesitate to, whether it's Google, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook or Snapchat. I've seen this in board discussions. I've seen this in countless situations. Doesn't hesitate to tell the platforms, here's what we're thinking, here's what we need, here are issues we see, here's where maybe something's falling short, here's an opportunity. And I know that internally at least, I can't speak for the other companies, but Google deeply appreciates that honesty and that authenticity. I think from Google's side, I think we are at our best when we try to approach those conversations with humility and collaboration and partnership, and try to learn as much as we can. When there are a number of Googlers who attend ONA every year, and we intentionally talk every year about, not taking the stage, not trying to impose ourselves, and trying to listen and learn as much as we can. And I think that type of posture has come from that collaborative kind of engagement with ONA over the years.
Thank you.